All right, where are all my super fans at? Whoop whoop. We slept on the boat last night, and a friggin' train always has to be there. This is it. This is my last trip to the house to get hangers, and then we are out. We are going. We will be in the Bahamas shortly. What? Shit's crack.
Previously on Sailing 9 Lives.
We completed a handful of last-minute jobs, all sorts of sewing projects,
And the boat got a few homey upgrades for our trip south.
You excited for your trip? Yeah, you don't know what's going on.
Are you ready to go?
Let's go, baby.
Oh, wait. They don't forget about us.
Nice.
The Bahamas!
Yeah, let's go, baby.
I think we were really upbeat, and I hope that shows. But it was hard leaving home. I think it was hard leaving the comfort of our house and just adjusting to cooking on the boat again. And we didn't have our bimini top, living on the boat again. I think all these things were weighing heavy on my mind.
We didn't need that. All right, I need you to stand by over here. I just have the spring line barely tied to this piling here. So you'll see it's just a single loop knot. So once we start moving, because I still don't want to hit the dock, just unloop that. We are backing out. Exciting. You don't have to do that. Excited, baby? Pajamas.
I'm really happy that you kept your pirate hair for this trip.
And the pirate dog. There's like a crazy current.
Yo. It's very welcoming. It was a little much, like the first day going out and it being like not so great weather, pretty cold, foggy, New York again.
We love you, Cornwall.
I wanted the journey to begin and I feel like it didn't really start yet. You know what I mean?
And yet, this first leg did represent the beginning of the trip. We're forecast to have a southern winds all day. But that's okay. We sailed this route before, maybe not in as much fog. You know, we're not yet setting off to sail around the world. This is really just a trip down the East Coast, and quite a bit of it is the ICW. You'll find plenty of people out there who are haters and say that that's no big deal.
Stop throwing shade at everybody. You love throwing shade.
I do. But the reality
You're like a
is,
cynic.
I think our journey is a good example of how
to do it even though you're not really doing it.
I don't know what that means. Barely even see the bridge.
We're both working full-time. We have a kid. There's absolutely no reason we should be sailing down the East Coast in October. People don't do what we did. You know, we didn't sell our house and go for broke by buying a beat-up boat. We chose, during COVID, mind you, to have an adventure in itself.
But this is an achievable adventure.
Yeah, it's very doable.
Look, if we can do it,
yeah, exactly.
Anybody can do it.
Yeah, the fact that we were just like, screw it, we're going, we're doing this. We're gonna go south for the winter. Oh my goodness, dolphins in the Hudson? That's crazy.
I have a hard time finding where to put her toys, but I figured here's good because we can't even sit here anyway.
Good for now.
But she's probably gonna want to reach in there all the time.
That's okay, I want to reach in there and play with toys too.
This is like right in her way, and she has to watch her show at an angle.
Figure it out, Bubby.
Are you following the proper guidelines for flagging?
Close enough. Underneath the yacht club flag, it's supposed to be like your personal ensign. We don't have that. But
Yeah.
We have pirate dog.
What was your biggest worry taking off on this trip?
Honestly, I was mostly worried that we'd have enough things break that we'd have to stop our journey early.
I think I was mostly concerned that we took so long leaving. We were supposed to leave early September, and we didn't leave till mid-October.
I see the blue sky.
And I think that the weather I was really concerned about.
Yeah, absolutely. Our first day sailing through New York.
And we were smacked with fog. It was freezing cold. And it was like, this is how we're starting our trip. Great, great, great. Cool, cool. Nice. How old was Josie when we left? October of 2020. She was 10 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just about almost 10 months. So tired.
I don't know. I mean, she handled the trip better than both of us, honestly.
Yeah, she really never skipped a beat. She stuck to her schedule for the most part.
This one's for you, baby. We're under a bridge. I filmed it for you. I know you love bridges.
I do. Well, this is a common trip for snowbirds who sail down the coast every year, and this leg of the trip was familiar to us. I think this first day set the stage for even seeing common things in a new way is what makes this particular trip interesting.
Yeah, and even just the scenery. The water was so still and clear for the Hudson, and the sky was just painted with so many different colors of gray and blue and white. It just... But you know, even on cloudy days, I think it was still beautiful.
Yep. Milky time. Yep, you're on the boat again. Sorry, buddy.
But the good thing was we've done New York Harbor so many times. We've never done it at night. And I think that was really a nice send-off.
Yeah, absolutely. This first leg of the trip may have been in familiar territory, but we did get to see everything along the river from a brand new perspective. Never headed down the river in the fog like this before. Never got to see New York City at night from our own boat.
Even though we had done this so many times, seeing the whole entire New York City skyline in a completely different light, it really set the stage for this being a very unique trip and exciting. Because, you know, we were leaving, we're like, okay, here comes West Point, here comes Bear Mountain Bridge, here comes the Tappan Zee, okay. When are we gonna finally get going?
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, boom, all of a sudden, here's the World Trade Center, totally in light. Here's a totally different side of something we're so familiar with. There's beauty in everything.
Absolutely.
I love how we've done very little night sailing. And like day one of the trip, we're like, yeah, we're just gonna do it at night. We could have been smarter. This was probably stupid. We could have hit something and sunk on our first day.
Oh yeah, well, we planned on, one, making it much further, but two, yeah, we planned to be at anchor well before sundown, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, but I mean, silver lining, it was really cool passing the Statue of Liberty at night.
It absolutely was.
I mean, I've never seen it lit up like that. It almost made her look like a goddess floating in the water.
Ooh.
Even though we were leaving New York, it was still very welcoming.
Yeah.
likes it.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's so cool, Joe.
We're proving to ourselves as we do this, being reasonably novice sailors.
Well, I literally know nothing about
Girls.
sailing.
But if we can pull this off, there's nothing stopping us from taking on a more difficult challenge. We can keep building on this.
All right, Skipper, let's get to Florida.
Take us away, Captain.
Next up on Sailing 9 Lives, we continued our journey, leaving the Statue of Liberty behind. We got some sailing in, even though it was super, super foggy. Josie Ray hated her life vest. Made our way into Duke's old stomping ground of Farnicut Bay.
We do have a welcoming committee.
Can you even see anything?
Yeah, the boat.
I mean, I'm only 28 years old. I'm the youngest snowbird in history.
Probably not true, but
We're very young snowbirds.
sure.
And we're not even really
You are.
retired. Well, I'm just saying.